Hi guys, have you ever wondered how to make letters look 3D? I'm going to show you how to draw in 1-point perspective today. All you're going to need is a pencil and something to make a straight edge with. I don't have any rulers in my house, so I have a piece of cardboard and one is the edge I cut with scissors. I'm going to use the edge from the store. You can color this if you want, but I'm just going to show you how to draw it. Okay, so the first thing a lot of people ask me is how do you draw fat letters? I'm going to show you. Really super lightly, I'm going to draw guidelines here. I'm kind of cheating because my other one is underneath. I won't use that one. Okay. You can measure this if you want to. Super lightly, we're going to erase all of this. And then you can write your name or word, anything you choose inside of here. I'm going to just do the word art again. So not touching these guidelines. I'm just going to write in all caps. Nice and light. Okay, and then I'm going to go from the top guideline to the bottom guideline and make it fatter. So normally I would do this quite a bit lighter, but I want you guys to be able to see it. See, my light one is inside of there. Whoops. See, I don't normally draw very dark with a pencil. So, see the light one inside of here? So from the top guideline down to the bottom guideline, I'm going to make a bigger R. Down to the floor. I'm going to make a bigger T. Okay. And I'm going to go back and erase this before I do anything else. Erase these little letters on the inside because they're not going to be part of our finished drawing. Okay, so now in order to draw 1-point perspective, we need 1 point. You can do this either way. You can make it coming forward this way or you can make it going back that way. Just to keep it simple, I'm going to pick 1 point up above the word that I'm going to draw and centered. Once you get good at this, you can move this dot anywhere and have all the perspective go this way or this way. You can play around with it. We're just going to keep it super simple. I'm going to use my handy dandy straight edge and I'm going to go from the top corners of all of these letters. In fact, before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and make them darker. Now, some of you guys probably like to use a ruler even to make your letters straight. My art teacher in high school taught me how to just freehand poster letters like this. It was a very useful life skill. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier for you guys to see. Okay. Now I'm going to use my handy dandy straight edge. I'm going to put my straight edge on my dot and on any corner of the tops of my letters and draw a line. So there's my first line. I'll put my straight edge over here so you can see what I'm doing. On the dot, on the corner of the A up here. Does not have to be exactly perfect like that. It's fine. I'm guessing you guys could tell I'm not much of a perfectionist. So we're going to go from the corner of the R here up to the dot. Don't draw super hard because you're going to erase some of this up here. Now when you have a curve like this, if you have a curve in your name, go to the outer edge of the word, the letter, and to the dot like this. Okay, and now I'll go from this corner of the T. And then this corner up here. See, it wasn't exactly right, but it's fine. Now that's the top edges. We got to do some of these bottom edges. I'll start over here with T. This bottom corner, you can kind of just use your straight edge and work your way around the word and see if there's anything you forgot. This corner over here probably. As you go from your dot up here and you swing this like this, you'll be able to see if there's any corners that you need to hit. And let's see this one right here. Okay, I'll turn this around for you again. See, this dot lines up perfectly with this little corner, so I don't think there would be anything there. And then this corner of the A right here, up to the dot. It bumps into the R here. And then let's see if this corner, just barely. Okay. Next thing you're gonna do is decide how thick these letters are gonna go back in space. You could make them skinny, like those alphabet fridge magnets, or you can make them really deep. I'm just gonna pick a random distance. Let's see, actually probably, I've never done this before, but it probably would be a good idea just to keep them all even. And this, don't do that whole R yet. Okay, so that's the back of my T. Now watch this. This shape right here, you're gonna need to curve it down. This line is parallel to this line, even though they both bend. This line is parallel to this. Every one of your letters are gonna have a different look, but make sure they go the same distance back. Unless, of course, you want one to be really a deep letter and one to be a skinny letter. You'll get the hang of it. Okay, now the next step is, let's see, this slant right here. See this top of the A, that's the end. But then this goes on forever. So what I'm gonna have to do is go from here and just eyeball it. This slant is what I wanna do here. To this is this. This matches this. Let's see, anything else here? This thickness right here, my T might end right about here. And then my R might end right about here. Okay, did I forget anything? You probably can see it better than me. All right, just to make it easier for you guys to see, I'm gonna go ahead and darken all those in. So these are already our lines that we had in pencil on step 1. This was the second thing we did. Decide how deep they are. Okay, and then this is the lines going down the sides of the letters. That was one of the original lines. The reason that sticks out is because that sticks out. That goes back, and that goes back. It's basically that easy. Now the next thing you're gonna do, hopefully you guys have one of these white erasers because it sure makes life easier. I love this mechanical pencil with a white office eraser. Okay, see, if you draw super lightly, it's gone. You don't have to tear up your paper. Okay, now if you want to color these, like in my first example, like this, you can color the front lightly and color the back a darker shade of that same color. Or if you just want to do it with pencil, a lot of people like to shade this way. They like to use shading lines in the same direction as those perspective lines. So if I were going to shade the top of this A and the side, I might actually choose to shade in that same direction. That actually helps with the illusion. I might do the same thing here, and I'm kind of shooting for this. I personally think it looks better when you cross hatch instead of just hatch with your pencil. Hatch is one direction, cross hatch is two directions. You cross your hatch. If you want to leave that like that, or finish shading it in, if you want to leave it with no lines, if you like that squiggly artsy look. There you go. That's all there is to it. If you want to create the illusion that there's shadows, I've done that in class with you guys before. I think maybe the next lesson I'll do that. We're going to keep this one simple, simple, simple. So step 1 is learn how to make these letters fat. Draw your 1 point perspective, 1 point, and then just shoot your diagonals back, and there you have it. 3D art.